Well, it was kind of scary because, crossing the border from Niger to Mali, you first come at the first checkpoint with the MNLA in an area called Labesanga. You see these young kids, 16 to 18 years old with their guns. And most of the time, they look at you, they don't ask for papers, they do not check for my luggage and let us go with my driver and my fixer. So it's how I get inside Gao. That was the first part. But the most scary part is coming inside Gao, looking for rebels, and then you discover that the city, all the major leaders of Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb are there. That changed the whole reporting I was doing. I was wearing local clothes, looked like a Songhai, put this Tuareg thing on my face so nobody would know who I was. But the day I went to interview a physician in the hospital and coming out and seeing this guy who looks like Pakistanis or Afghan people, who asking who I was, speaking English, then you get scared. And when we went out of the hospital, and my fixer telling me this guy is from Iraq, I was saying, well, this is not a rebel control area. It looks like an area controlled especially by Islamist extremists. They are applying what they call the Sharia, the Islamic law. According to the Islamic law, when you steal something or you use drugs, they have the right, according to their law, to cut your right hand. And this kid, when I met him, I think even right now, he looked like he lost his mind. He's wandering in the city asking for money. And so I took pictures of him. He couldn't even explain what happened to him. So, and he's there, wandering in the street of Gao. Well, the church is down, nothing left. They took up the doors, the windows, everything which was on the name of Jesus Christ was taken off. And really people go there to do their toilets now inside churches. And it's the same thing for whatever was a restaurant or a bar selling alcohol. Even the cyber cafes the youth used to go to access to internet, they destroyed everything. And it's the same for the banks. They looted all the banks. There's no banks working. And the only bank left was the headquarters of the rebels. And no money, no Western Union. And it's very, very, very tough. The rule of Islamic law is women have to cover. You know the hijab, when you see only the eyes? Now all the young ladies are wearing hijab. They got the message, because if you don't do it, you're going to be in trouble. On the other hand, really I met this courageous woman. Her name is Nafisatu Maiga, I remember her. When I interview her, she tells, listen, I used to wear a veil because of my own conviction as a Muslim. But since the Islamic came and want to impose the hijab on me, I am defying them. I don't wear a veil, I don't wear hijab. She's driving her motorcycle every day. Even she allows herself to go into those meetings only reserved to men, and she will go there. She meets the chief of the security with a guy named Abdul Hakim, and she says she's ready to die. She's ready to be killed, but she will not wear a veil. And really, it's a kind of courage, and she was not the only one. I think it's like Afghanistan because you have Islamic, you have drug trafficking, you have hostages they take, and the only difference is in Afghanistan you have a military presence of the international community, and there is nobody in the northern Mali. You may have another Somalia. You may have another Yemen. I think that we were the first radio, international radio, down there. Being able to go on the field, even sometimes it's dangerous, even for one day, being able to come back and tell to the world what's going on there, I think is very, very, very important.